Today's horoscope, Taurus April 8, 2025. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Mercury turns direct today after retrograde motion since mid-March, and you'll see some forward movement in those endeavors that have encountered delays or blocks. Tricky problems and indecisiveness will clear in the days and weeks ahead. Information may emerge that helps you make better decisions or choices. A project might regain momentum, and money-making ideas are plentiful. For now, take special care in your interactions with others and consider that you may be missing important details. Treat today as a transition day for the best results. As you advance, you'll find decisions become more straightforward, information unclogs, and delays lift. As well, many recent misunderstandings are likely to clear up, but any shift has the effect of initially magnifying problem areas. Try not to harp on trivial matters today. One of the most challenging days of the year in 2025 is upon you. Sweet Venus, our goddess planet of love and union and your planetary ruler, will dance beneath the shadow of mighty Saturn, the great taskmaster planet. As they unite in an exact conjunction, rocky news around matters of the heart and relationships could be at hand. However, we must never forget that even during challenging cosmic weather, we can learn, grow, and evolve. They'll be meeting in your solar house, which could bring news in regards to someone in your network, a friend, or even an ex. Healthy relationships may pass this test, but at least be aware. You know who you can trust now. Since mid-March, you may have doubted who was in your work life with the right intentions. You could have suspected that there was an enemy in your camp. Maybe a client did not have the best vibe, or you could have felt off when you were talking to one of your colleagues. As time went on, you may have seen this individual's true colors. Thankfully, you should know what to do with this connection once Mercury stations direct in Pisces. Do not be afraid to adjust this connection moving forward. Today's planetary alignment gives you the freedom to take your feelings seriously, without being tricked by the serious expectations you may put on yourself at other times of the month. What does expanding your horizons mean to you? It might be time to find out, or, if you know what gives you a boost, go ahead and ask for it. Even something as humble as a walk on the beach with your dog or a friend's dog, could be the answer to opening up to your true feelings. Don't be surprised if you feel more like doing things on your own today. This is often the case when a vibration is occurring, and there are plenty of benefits. When you work solo, you have the opportunity to see your individual talents and skills more clearly. Further, you can explore more of what you can do when there isn't anyone else steering. Act on your feelings and allow yourself to expand. You're sure to enjoy a little time to yourself. Thanks to the moon's departure from your communication sector yesterday, there is a chance to move into the final 11 days of Mars' war on communication barriers with a new sense of awareness, as well as finding it easier to give your emotional responses a voice, as the moon aligns with Venus, the planet of love, and especially as she is in retrograde motion, to give your heart, the past and unsaid words a voice. At the same time, with Mars' friendly aspect to Saturn in your sector of friendship, teamwork and networking still separating into a powerful 11 days for all aspects of connecting and communication. With the moon still 2 days away from your romantic sector and set to come full circle from last month's eclipsing full moon in the heart of the working week, this gives you time for some future planning. The time to put the right work and life balance guardrails in place is before moving into the new working week and not when it is in full flight. Daily Planetary Overview. Can you handle it? That question isn't meant to intimidate, it's an invitation. An invitation to look within and ask yourself whether you're truly aligned with what you're chasing. As Venus retrograde meets Saturn in dreamy, deeply emotional Pisces, this isn't a time for surface-level decisions. There's weight in the air, the kind that asks for honesty. The kind that asks you to pause, breathe, and ask, is this really what I want? It's okay to admit when something doesn't feel quite right. Even if you've already committed. Even if you've been walking this path for a while. Just because you can see something through doesn't mean you should. If you're chasing a goal that no longer inspires you or holding on to a plan that no longer fits who you are now, consider this your gentle cosmic permission to stop, recalibrate, and pivot. That doesn't mean giving up. It means being real with yourself. It means choosing not to waste time on things that drain your spirit. The clarity you're looking for isn't far away. Mercury is stationing direct in Pisces tonight, casting a soft but steady light on your thoughts. The mental fog begins to lift. And with it comes a new kind of confidence. Not the loud, flashy kind, but something quieter, deeper. A sense that yes, you do know where you're going now even if the steps feel cautious or uncertain. You're not rushing anymore. You're moving with purpose. And that's powerful. Think of it like this. Imagine walking a familiar road, one you've traveled 100 times before. But this time, you stop. You look around. You notice a path just off to the side, a little overgrown, a little uncertain, but something about it pulls at you. That's the new direction calling. You don't have to abandon everything or burn bridges. Keep the friendships, the memories, the lessons. But let go of the habits, patterns, and relationships that are no longer nourishing you. This is a transitional phase. A threshold. And yes, sometimes that means you'll feel torn. You might notice tension rising in your closest relationships, maybe with your partner, or family, or someone who knows you deeply. Don't panic. That friction isn't necessarily a sign that something's broken. Sometimes, it's just the pressure of two people evolving at different paces. Give each other space. Breathe. Focus on your own center. And when you return to each other, it might be with clearer minds, softer hearts, and a better understanding of what really matters. As you move forward with your plans, because you are moving forward, know that things may take longer than you expect. And that's okay. This isn't a race. This is about building something real. Something that reflects who you're becoming, not just who you've been. Focus. Be patient with the process. There will be setbacks, but don't let temporary disappointment stop you. Even when doors close, others quietly begin to open. Keep your eyes and your heart open for those quiet shifts. If you're struggling to make a decision, that's normal. Doubt is part of growth. Eventually, the pieces will come together. The fog will lift. You'll see the road clearly again, and not just for yourself, but in a way that helps others too. You'll find compromise, common ground, the win-win. But in this emotionally charged atmosphere, be mindful. Emotions might run high. Tempers might flare. You might catch yourself in the middle of an argument that started over nothing. Try not to let the moment carry you away. Step back. Let the feelings rise and pass through. Don't act out of anger, especially not toward the people who care about you most. You're human. They are too. And about those big promises or shiny financial opportunities that seem too good to be true, you know where this is going. If something feels off, trust that instinct. You might not have all the information. A well-timed pause can save you from a mistake. Let the dust settle before you decide. Take care of your body. There's a lot happening in your mind and in your heart, and your physical energy might be dipping. Don't ignore it. Your nerves are whispering what your soul already knows. You need rest. Not laziness, but real rest. Quality sleep. Gentle movement. Time with yourself that's not filled with screens and distractions. When you finally do slow down, you'll realize how much your body was asking for it. And in that stillness, you'll find peace. Deep, grounding peace. Today isn't about being perfect. It's about being present. It's about knowing when to let go and when to hold on. It's about trusting that you're not lost, even when you're in between chapters. You've come a long way. And even if the path ahead looks unfamiliar, you're not walking it alone. Others are navigating their own quiet revolutions. So share your story. Have you recently changed course? Are you letting go of something that no longer fits? What's one step you're taking toward what truly matters? Your voice could be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Keep going. You're doing better than you think.